much, much faster than you'd expect. But at the same time, a lot of elim potential in these first couple of games.
Yep, that's a good call out. Nyrox, of course, a qualifier for World Cup, also competed at the Australian Open, a consistent LAN player and finisher, as we're going to keep an eye on him. At the bottom left of your screen, looks like a kill is going to get picked up for Scollay. So, well, a good start for Scollay in these early lobbies, and of course...
And he will end up getting him one more time. But he goes down to the ground, wastes the launch pad out, and he will get closer to the zone, but he's got to close this out quick and not really give this an opportunity to heal up. He finds him, and there's no building on the other side. Lands right on top
like,
of
I
his
don't need
face
to build.
and finishes
I'm
it.
just going to hide behind this pillar. I'm going to have a picnic at the picnic basket.
I can't quite see the player count because that will give us an idea if this is a safe fight to take. I'm going to guess that it is 100%. As the mountain kind of breaks line of sight and everybody will be trying to get even closer in.
Ooh, great shot's going to come through, and that's going to be it. All she wrote for his opponent. He's going to pick up yet another. Finding yet another opportunity to continue to rack up elims, and honestly, it should be a goal for some of these top players in heat number 2 who can top what Lanouf and Lecce were able to do in heat number 1. It was absolutely insane with 20 plus elims picked up for Lecce. Meanwhile, another one can be picked up for Scollay. He's going to continue to roll and continue to sit in the outskirts of the circle here and just farm and farm away for elims. And looks like he's been doing so with some success here.
He has the snipe to start things off. Was well put, well placed. And I can hear you. I hope you can hear me too.
We're back. I can hear you as well. We're back. And finds his next prey, his next target, as he is going to circle in just like every single shark in Fortnite right now. Gets at least one dink or shot in. Let's see if he can connect for another one. That's going to be an elim. Scollay finds a second, looking to connect for that one as well. It is honestly like he is playing a lobby against bots right now with how well he is playing. Just rolling through opponent after opponent like they're marauders, but nope, they are real players, and he's going to get another 5 point elimination points.
Oh my goodness. And now we're down to 5 players left, including Scollay. 4 more eliminations for him to be able to grab. Should be free stuff for him. And that will put him total in terms of potential. He has 16 eliminations would be the max at this point, and he's going to try to continue get into this box. The player trying to edit down. He gets away from him, but starts to fire back, and Scollay will not miss those. You can't take those duels.
Exactly right. I got to pick those fights a little bit wiser here. Scollay now finding yet another opponent. It is just snipe, close in with the AR, and repeat, finish the elim with the shotgun here for Scollay. The same tried and true combo is working quite well for him as he is now closing in on yet another, looking to get a first fix and a first win for him. Meanwhile, we're going to jump into a different lobby here as we are on board with Tons, as he is currently in a hairy situation, going to connect for one, gets tagged up quite a bit, and finally going to get eliminated. That's going to be 5th place for Tons in his first game, I believe, of the day. Back on with Scollay.
Back on to Scollay in basically the same position, but earlier in the game, we're still in 4th zone, and it's already top 5 for Scollay. So you see the kind of randomness that can occur in these first couple of games for players. You never know what kind of lobby you're going to get in with, if you're going to get stacked with pros or what it's going to look like. So in that case, unfortunately, it's the opposite. Scollay, though, has to fight the shockwave launcher, and this could be difficult, or he could just get the free mobility tool.
Oh, boy. Oh, you got to be kidding. That is as unfortunate as it gets for Scollay. Good thing he does have a launch pad. But like you said earlier, a launch pad isn't enough in these late game circles. Unfortunate situation for Scollay here as he's going to work his way back in. Should be okay to climb his way up. But the use of that shockwave is going to be crucial here as Scollay now has, I believe, what is a 1v1 to close this one out.
We might be seeing the end moments. Top 5 still, and 5th zone revealed. And it's not too far away from Scollay, so we can take this time on the fight, but who else is there? Who's still alive? We obviously have the shockwave launcher. Yes, there it is. And he responds, gets a nice 29 tag, but it's only a tack shotgun. Gets the cone. This guy playing the P90, not actually playing that shockwave grenade launcher. It's going to come in again. Yes, maybe the beams out the sky. No, he lands somewhere a decent ways away, and Scollay's going to short pad right at him.
Situations, but Scollay's able to get his way back into the fight here, continuing to hunt, continuing to push, looking for the last elim. It looks like he's in a well-poised position to get it.
Yeah, this is the only guy in the lobby fighting right now. You see some other third parties down below, but nobody's clearly contesting. Finally, Scollay is going to be able to take that shockwave play. No, actually, I don't even think that's him, where he dropped it somewhere. I highly doubt that.
Where is the shockwave guy? Reset every single fight and have his way in these fights.
And he's using it to great effect, trying to shockwave people off of heights. Not only do you easily knock them out, but you get the Elim credit for it if they go down to zone. Going to be one player remaining for Scollay to find as they took him out on the side, and he's just going to be able to spray and pray for this last elimination.
That's exactly right. Or it's going to be a firing range to close this one out potentially. Nope, Scollay wants to continue with that theme of getting close. He's going to use the shockwave to close the gap, and there you go. Nice shot going to get put in to start. However, Scollay's not looking great from a health and shield position, but he does have high ground. Of course, high ground still of the utmost importance. That's probably been one of the constants in almost every single season, minus a couple in competitive Fortnite. High ground reigns supreme. Now going to neutralize with low ground, actually, but you better believe you have that shockwave to retake high. And it should be a good position for Scollay to close this one out, a first place finish. Not over yet, though.
This is taking so much longer than I expected out of Scollay. Yes, he's at 11 eliminations, and yes, he will get the victory royale, but
it's almost an auto win. It's a good situation to secure that win if you're able to get the shockwave launcher towards that late game. Meanwhile, jumping on board with Glace, as he's able to find one, picks up an elim, and looks like he's still fighting here. Going to connect for another. Well played off the rip, and he's going to have a med kit. She doesn't even need the med kit. Sorry, he's going to get healed up there. And full shields, full health. Good situation.
Kit's shockwave launcher, Kit's charge shotgun, and he had the glider gun down below. We saw somebody have that combination in one of the earlier games in Heat 1, and they did end up going to win the game because it's just too much to deal with.
That's a good call. Might as well call him Zeus at this point, and you need help on your Greek mythology. I got your back here. So he's going to find yet another one. He connects for yet another elim, and you're right. Look at his loadout. Absolutely stacked. All he needs are a few more of Ocean's mythic items, and boom, next thing you know, he has nearly a full inventory of them. But oh my goodness, he's going to look to connect for another one with the shotgun. Of course, in this situation here, he's on the hunt, on the prowl, as he does have nearly every advantage in these fights, especially with the drum gun in hand. He'll be in a good position to clean this up. He wants to try and box fight. He wants to keep things close. That's going to be his general strategy throughout the entirety of this game. Is box fight as much as you can, W key as much as you can, play close in these early games. You're not going to be blessed with 3 mythic items. Well, you could be, but it's a pretty low chance to be blessed with 3 or 4 mythic items again later on in these games. So take advantage of it while you have it.
And this game already a little bit more stacked. 12 players in this end game, 5th zone. Obviously not difficult at all in terms of what you're going to see later, but our friend Glace is continuing in, and yes, an easy charge shotgun shot to end things out. But now he has to figure out how to end, I think.
He already has a few elims to his name. He's going to continue to run here, continue to chase, continue to hunt. He wants these box fights. He wants to use this gold shotgun. And of course, the combination of that shockwave, well played for Glace here, is he hasn't been able to get a tag just yet. Finally, as I say that, he does.
He does. He also gets the cone in, a couple more edits. It should be easy. Yes. Nice fundamentals there. Gets all the space on that box and then jumps up over top of the easy peak. Well done. And he's going to continue. There's a player up on height and metal, but you know what's coming. Actually, no, the 6th zone is not in that direction, so he's not going to opt to do that. If he was a little bit more bold, a little bit more crazy in some senses, he might have done it.
Good, because he wants that limb so bad. He's not going to get it. Someone else might get it instead. Not yet. Keep an eye on the elimination feed for his Glace here. He's just trying to pick his fight right now. There's so many options, so many different people he can take out, and he's going to take out this poor soul that's on the rotation. At least try to.
2 players right in front of him. He does give up high ground, obviously, with the way that shockwave launcher works. Oftentimes he'll give it up. I think that was Magin who just went down. I'll have to check in the feed on my left. That's ridiculous stuff. No, it wasn't Magin. I just can't see the quality at all. Nice reset as the player drops down and instantly responds. Almost gets the shot as we approach top 6 now.
That's exactly right. And I was about to criticize him for pushing that fight against 2 people away from zone, but when you're Glace, when you have the weaponry that he does, you can get the quick elimination. You have to make it quick. You can do those things, and of course you have the shockwave to rotate and to get out of danger. Well played for Glace. He gets high ground when he wants. He can take low ground when he wants. He can rotate when he wants. The power right now of this shockwave launcher, so incredibly strong. One of the best mythics for competitive Fortnite. And of course, when you have a drum gun and a charged shotgun as well, you're in a really great position here. I'd be surprised if Glace loses this one. Just continue to play right, though.
Yeah, I'd be very surprised. We're in 7th zone right now. It's almost the time where he's going to be able to start shockwaving people off of their locations, out of their builds. Ridiculous stuff. Another tag, but not quite able to finish. Still, what is this? 3 players remaining. Going to reload everything really quickly and get right back to it.
There you have it. Wise decisions coming through for Glace. Back in the action, back in the fight. A nice little pause there to catch his breath and reset and reload his weapons, of course, is now Glace still has high ground. He can just chill. And as mentioned in the previous game we were watching, high ground continues to be king and so incredibly crucial as Glace now can lose his high ground, can go for a fight and regain high ground pretty easily. Looks for a box fight here, is trying to connect for this one to close this game out. Glace in a good position to do so.
One player left. He's in that box, possibly floppering. He's trying to figure out what's actually going on there. He goes finally out the outside. He'll shockwave again. Also shockwave him, and there he goes. He's way out in zone, and hopefully that man has a launch pad or some floppers to get back in, but I don't think there's any chance of Glace right now doing anything. There he is. Finally, he gets into zone somehow, but still taking more storm damage and getting launched again, literally playing a different game right now. Knocks him in the sky, and that's a KO.